Welcome back to the Summer Cup. Joining me, I have Seven Ral.
What's up? Hello.
And today we have INFUME versus Ultimate to start off this weekend. What are your thoughts about this match, Ral? How do you think it's going to go?
Exciting match. Both are the winners of round one, and this should be pretty close. Should be a pretty close match, even though the PPs don't reflect that. But I believe in Ultimate.
Yeah, INFUME clearly has some confidence with only one world there.
Yeah,
Hopefully it doesn't have to reset.
In 1-7 sort of, it's wow. Ultimate took a lot of damage there. I don't know why.
We're starting off into a Temple Seed here.
Yeah, that's true. No trees in sight. That was interesting. We'll see what they are gonna do for the trees and stuff. Maybe there's a village with a blacksmith, and they're gonna bone meal a sapling. Have you heard of that strat?
Wait, sorry, say that again?
Sometimes there's a sapling in a blacksmith, and you can bone meal. Keep the bones from the temple and bone meal a sapling from the blacksmith. If there are no trees inside, you can do that.
Do you do like the tech where you like place a block like up diagonally from the sapling, so you force it to be like a big tree?
I don't know. You can probably do that. Okay, there are just trees here. I've only heard Spinnaker talk about that once. He was just trying to do that, but there were no saplings. So I don't know if people actually do that or not, but that seemed like a funny way.
It's like a barbecue seed strat.
Yeah.
Yeah, going over this forest here, lots of chickens and cows. Similar routes from both of these runners so far.
Yeah, slight deviations. INFUME is shearing leaves first, while Ultimate is doing his crafts first.
You could overlap your shears craft, so maybe technically a little faster, but yeah, double GUI2.
Yeah, they're playing GA2. It's so hard to see what the crafts are, but I guess they have like 17 gold. Yeah, so I guess they're gonna have enough of pickaxes.
Yeah, I'm squinting, trying to figure out what they're crafting. It seems like they're crafting pretty similarly though, both with the diamond shovels and golden pick, golden axe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting some cows here. Yeah, Ultimate. Very focused.
Locked in. Bro is totally locked in. He's gonna win this. I predict he's gonna win this. This is gonna be the first upset.
You think Ultimate's gonna win? We could see it. INFUME, I think does. I don't even know who is favored here. I should not even comment on that.
INFUME should be favored, right?
I think so.
Not only by PB, but also just like by experience. I feel like in tourneys.
Yeah, I think of INFUME as a good 1-7 player, but I know like two of them, so.
He is the world record holder, so.
That is true.
And he's getting ahead on this old world, entering it like 320 now.
Yeah, pulling away here. Which stake does Ultimate have? Is that 13 stake? Or INFUME only has 9?
Yes. Ultimate didn't even spot this lava pool until now, which is interesting.
Yeah, maybe it is kind of out of the way.
Yeah, he could have like routed it more linearly if he knew the info on this lava pool earlier, maybe. Because there are cows by the river, and I assume that's what INFUME did. He probably just went for the cows near the river, which doesn't matter in this version. They just don't go into the water, so and it became more linear. That's probably how he saved time, but I didn't really pay attention to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Both getting good nether spawns.
Is Ultimate playing on Gamma 1? This looks really dark.
think you might be right. Wait, can we redeem the Apple TV Plus
Dude,
subscription?
am I the only one? When I click, don't show me again, it always shows me it again. Like, it just keeps showing it to me, and I just can't see like the first 2 messages in chat because of it. It's annoying.
Yeah, I just use Strata right now, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Sure.
INFUME has a couple blazes outside of the cage here. Manages to deal with them well, but a little
this
scary.
is also happening to Ultimate, and it's this dude. The Stone Sword in this version is like so scary. Ultimate also has like those strays. I don't know. They're not bothering him, which is interesting. There's just like 2 strays. You see on top of the some tower. It's just like there's 2 strays there, and they just. Oh, he's going for this stray. So out of the way. That's so strange.
Gets hit. Unfortunate, but does have a lot of stake to play with here.
That's true.
Him doing his tower crafts.
So important to not get hit in this version because it's like everything escalates so fast in this blaze fight. It's like he gets spawned on, gets hit, and he's on 2 hard. Like it could have went really bad really fast. But
The ultimate handling it well.
He also built his like the setup 2 blocks that he was jumping behind. He built them with leaves, and now they're just burned. Now he just doesn't have that. INFUME is also taking a lot of damage, but I think he's out. By the looks of it, he's running back to the home portal, while Ultimate is on 4 rods.
Yeah, I mean, INFUME had a bit of a lead going into the Nether, and honestly, if anything, I think Ultimate probably made up a little bit of time. But
if he leaves on this
major.
cycle, then he should make up time. We'll see.
Yeah, there's 6 rods.
This guy drops,
and there's 7.
All right. I mean, this is pretty close still. INFUME is probably like 30 seconds ahead, right?
30, 45 seconds ahead, yeah. Ultimate grabbing a little extra gravel here in the Nether.
He also just pathed to this portal better than INFUME, because INFUME went around on the right. Took a little bit more time. But see, Ultimate, while having a faster Nether split slightly, he did not overlap his crafts, so has to just waste time doing it now. Crafts bone meal. But what is this tower that he's doing? Why does he have a pressure plate and a trapdoor?
Pressure plate? Trapdoor.
This is something new. I have not heard of this. Is this like a TNT tower or?
I don't.
it might be a TNT tower. I've seen Ansela do TNT tower, but
Ultimate does, I think, does do something special. I don't know. INFUME's digging down though.
He's pretty, I assume. Yeah. It's interesting. I've always thought like digging 2 holes, like 2 wide, like 2 by 1, and then just MLGing down would be faster, but it seems like the meta is to do leaves and then just shearing leaves down when you're prettying the hole.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, he's also, wait, what is INFUME doing?
INFUME's building the tower, right?
Yeah, but he hasn't slept. Am I stupid? Oh wait, I'm stupid. Yes, okay, I'm stupid. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
you're making me doubt myself.
No, I forgot the order. Yeah, I forgot. I for some reason thought that you need to sleep before. Yes, I forgot.
Yeah, INFUME is building very early. Likely won't really like save much time from doing this. I both of them are going to be starting their tower at about the same time.
What are the? No, there's just just
There-
can't see the chords.
I think their chords are very large. I
Three
think they're
s-
really far out. Yeah,
370, 600. What about the Infume? Oh my god, look at how many lava pools there are.
I
That's
know.
so funny.
Yeah, Infume is, I think, a similar distance out. Um, so pushing just doesn't really help at this point.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that it equalizes the runners here after this early game time loss. Both runners are back in it with equal chance to win.
True. And Infume already crafts his all arrows. He has 28 or 38. I cannot tell, but he can't even like farm gravel now. He's just like he has nothing to do because he
Yeah,
has
just
enough flint for his arrows.
waiting to sleep.
I must say this is very peculiar of why Ultimate is building. This looks really interesting structure.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see how it works, I guess.
Yeah, something to note: both runners are not at the same coordinates. We can see
Yeah.
Infume's chords are
Yeah.
577, 543,
I
negative
think
577,
I
543.
think Infume is further on the Z chord by like 300. No.
No, Z is about the same.
No. Yeah, about the same. It's the X. Yes, Infume is
Yeah, old.
like 200 on the X.
Yeah,
Okay.
Infume digging into a bit of a cave, but doesn't seem to be too
Shouldn't.
much of an issue.
Yeah, shouldn't matter. For the
Both runners doing trampoline. Yeah. What is this tower?
What? Oh, why do you need bone meal here?
I don't think the bone meal is strictly necessary. It's just an older
like a
tower.
random item, I guess. How do you spawn like on a trapdoor? That was
I could explain real quick if y'all want.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Chad's talking about it, but basically this is called instant
Oh.
transmission tower. So first things first, when you when that bone meal drops down, it puts up the pressure plate, which lets you spawn in that location now because it's not like blocked by the pressure plate. And then bone meal is just like a really easy item to get a lot of because in a temple you're just gonna get a bunch of bones.
Oh, he's messing it up.
Yeah, not an old, not a. But yeah, no, this is relatively new. So yeah. Anyways, I'll get back to Yapin.
Okay, so the idea is you overlap dying and spawning mobs. Is that the time save? Like your ledge.
It makes it so that yeah, it makes it so that you die in the lava, you respawn instantly, and you're like halfway down the tower.
Okay,
Interesting.
that's very interesting.
So theoretically, saving a couple seconds per cycle here.
I would imagine, unless he messes up the bone meal throws like he did the last cycle, and he couldn't drop it down, and it just kept stacking on top of the leaf. That was weird, but
1 to
very
1.4
interesting.
cycle. Interesting. Yeah, this is an interesting tower. We'll see if it lets Ultimate get a lead here.
I mean, it all comes down to the spawns, right?
It's true. Hume, 9 pearls, I believe.
I did not see that, but a lot of spawns for ultimate though. There's like a 5 spawn right now on this cycle. Is he gonna check? He's going to check. Ooh,
12.
double digits. Double digits.
12 versus 9. So Ultimate maybe saving back time with this interesting tower design.
Very peculiar, I gotta say. I like the quirkiness.
Yeah, this is a cool design. But yeah, Infume's lead seems to have vanished.
We'll see, because it depends on the stronghold, right? Because
That is true. Infume's chords are better. Maybe like 200 blocks.
I
Potentially
think
200
he's
blocks
literally
closer to
at
his
the
stronghold.
optimal chords, right? Because it's like around 800. That's optimal, and he's at 600, 600. I don't know the math, so I assume that's pretty
Okay.
optimal.
Infume's out with 14. Ultimate also on 14. Oh!
Ooh, and he doesn't.
Ultimate poisoned and
Sleep.
blown up by a creeper on a half heart running through this nighttime desert. Not sure what he's gonna do. This skeleton is looking very scary.
This is
Uh,
also scary. That's the bad part about this tower. I'd assume that you don't sleep. Ooh, and
oh,
well, doesn't matter. He spawned
he
back.
has a spawn set, but his items go everywhere. Um,
Yeah, this is messy.
so Infume now has a commanding lead because it's gonna take Ultimate a while to pick up all his items around all these mobs.
Infumate is digging down. Am I seeing
Okay.
this right?
It does look like Infume is digging
He
down.
was like 100 blocks away from his tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's digging at 680, 600. So ultimate, he still needs to run like 300 blocks, and he's trying to recover all of his items. This is, yeah, Infumate
Yeah.
is in boiler room. This is,
Yeah, not looking good for Ultimate. The Ultimate is poisoned on a half heart
again.
with no spawn set.
Ooh, Infume
Ooh.
throws a pearl. Oh, and it went straight into lava.
Luckily, does
That's
not
a
matter.
that's a new Infume throwing emote right there. Do you know the original one?
No.
I think it's from his first sub 20, where he threw the pearls while entering the end. Like on the end enter, he threw out all of his pearls and he spawned in the void, so he had to bridge. I think.
It's quite a throw.
Infume's dragon is quarter of the health down.
Yeah, pretty good towers. Oh, Ultimate.
Oh, ultimate is GG.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, there's not really much you can do to recover from that. It looks like Ultimate's contemplating between resetting and just running back. So items.
I mean,
should
you gotta
still be
run
there,
back,
but-
right? You gotta run back.
Yeah. Oh, decides
Charge
to
for
reset.
Infume. Is it really better to reset?
I mean,
Did
maybe
he lose items or I'm not
would have
sure.
lost items.
Another charge for Infume. This is
Very nice damage from
basically
Infume.
over.
I mean, you never know. You never know what can happen. I mean, these
True.
end fights can be pretty hectic sometimes.
What if he gets launched to the void? You never know.
You never know.
What if he does the what's it called? The suicide bed. I don't remember. There's a term for it.
Like suicide bed's pretty descriptive.
Yeah, but it's named after some runner. I don't remember.
Arrow bed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Terror bad.
Infume here just waiting for a final charge. Yeah, no water bucket, so could be scary. Gets that final bed. Does kill the dragon. Gonna see a high 18 finish here for Infume.
Pretty good. I mean, it was close, but just losing that 30 seconds in the overworld is just what ends up mattering. But then leading the tower was not the split Ultimate can be proud of. That was messy. I don't know if you're intended to not sleep on that tower or what happened, but
Yeah, I'm not sure.
that was close up until that point still, but I mean,
Yeah,
INFUME played the rest of the round basically perfect. His triangulation
yeah.
split was like 15 seconds. That was crazy.
INFUME really didn't make any mistakes. But just by nature of the seed, Ultimate maybe could have caught back up. Sadly, lost that opportunity with the tower leave. But yeah, I think we're going to be heading to an intermission where we're going to see a match 2. So we'll see you guys then. Welcome back to round 2 or seed 2. I never know what to call those, the seeds or whatever in Minecraft tournaments. Anyways, INFUME up 1 with a great performance on seed 1. Ultimate, can Ultimate reverse sweep? What do you think, Raul? Do you think Ultimate has it in him?
He has to. He has to for the fans. Keep it competitive.
Yeah, I think so too. And we're gonna be starting.
Ooh.
Interesting seed here. Not super apparent what to do. Ultimate grabbing this tree first, while INFUME immediately crossing the river towards the temple. What do you think the right play is here?
I have no clue. I just assume Ultimate did that because he was not sure where the temple is, while INFUME spotted it right away, so he prompted to go for it. I mean,
it is kind of what it seems like.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, if I was playing, I would probably like gather more info before like committing to something. Both of them just like saw a little bit of info and they just like went in right away and just like committed to one thing. I don't know.
Well, there's not a whole lot else to do, right? But
I mean, I guess
where you're coming from.
If there's like trees like behind this temple, then you would want to front load the chickens, right? Because there's like chickens that spawn, and if you don't want to go back to spawn, then you would front load them. But I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess you are right. Let's see what they're gonna do from here. There's a village with a blacksmith. Not sure how valuable that is.
Ooh, saplings, people postman.
We're gonna get carrots though for INFUME here. Yeah, saplings would actually be nice.
Ooh,
Neither one has dirt
saplings.
though.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Is he gonna do it?
I mean, he grabbed them. Do they have bones from the temple? I don't see. Yeah, they do have them.
They do.
And look, there are no trees. There's only that one tree on a spawn. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Maybe going. I think he might be going back down to get his bones.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I predicted that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm very surprised. Yeah, this feels like a rare strat we're seeing.
Yeah. Ultimate is also bone mealing the carrots. Yeah, and see,
it's also a good play. Yeah,
he's doing it.
That's a cool strat, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, Ultimate using this dirt here from the farmland. What is INFUME doing here? INFUME's done with the village. Grab the carrots. Doesn't need anything else.
He's just going back to this tree, and then he's gonna use the grass, the regular grass, I guess. But I think Ultimate should be ahead here because he's closer to the lava pool. If he just keeps cranking the crafts and everything, he should be ahead now.
Yeah, I think you're right. And
yeah, the lava pool is right next to him.
Both runners with an iron sword this seed. Not gonna have that painful stone sword, luckily.
That is true.
INFUME grabbing gravel here from the river. Should be a lot faster to grab it from the village for Ultimate.
Yeah, he was just right next to it when he was doing his crafts.
That being said, the chickens are over here. Do you think
that is true? That is true.
Yeah.
Is he gonna go back, or is he gonna just rely on getting them after the nether?
I mean, either way, I think you're not heading in that direction ideally. Again, so Ultimate's gonna have to make a compromise. Ooh, trading for arrows.
Ooh,
doesn't need any chickens at all.
No need for chickens.
Wow, this is an interesting seed.
That's very well played by Ultimate. That's crazy. Isn't it also like super rare to get the arrow trade? Well, ooh, he's also INFUME also finds it, but he throws away his feathers now.
Wow. So yeah, Ultimate is just going to be raw ahead here. I mean, play the seed just a little bit smarter, and it's going to have that little advantage. Not much though. INFUME right behind.
True. Great spawn again. Looks like an open fortress again. So we'll see what's gonna happen in this fort split. Might be scary. You never know. This looks like a 2-layered fortress.
Oh, it is an enclosed spawner.
Oh, nice. Ultimate pay rank for that. Very nice. Finds it pretty fast. Let's see what INFUME is gonna do. INFUME gets Trace. It's probably the only version where you don't want to get Trace.
Ooh, INFUME taking a big
Ooh.
fall off the fortress.
And he's on half a heart. And did he burn that rod or did it not drop? I'm not
I
sure.
don't think it dropped, but yeah, the blaze hitting him off the fortress there.
Now
I mean,
it's
INFUME's
gonna
just,
slow him down quite a bit.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna take so much longer to heal here. While Ultimate's already mining out the spawner, has several rods, 5 rods already. Wow, Ultimate compounding his lead here.
This is not looking great for my channel points, I gotta say.
I don't think so. I mean, we're only like a third of the way through the seed here, so
That's true. I didn't see what the chords were at the spawn, but I mean, technically, if the chords are great, then anything pre-tower doesn't matter, right? Because
that is true. Yeah, this is definitely comebackable if we have good chords, but we'll have to see.
so scary for INFUME. Really tries to not take any extra hits because he's somehow. Ooh, gets melee damage. That's scary. Is INFUME out? Oh no, he's going for the Stray. I just cannot tell how many rows he has because he flashes his inventory so fast that it's also.
He's on 5
5
right now. Well,
Why
Ultimate's
is
on
he-
6, but with a lot more blazes
Well,
skilled.
he has Trace over here. INFUME is playing this so risky, I feel like.
It does kind of feel like that. Ultimate is on 8 and is going to be able to leave.
Just feeling the that he's behind and maybe trying to high roll a bit.
Chords, it's about like -50, +300.
Ooh, INFUME is gonna be taking a heavy lead here. He's
Yeah,
out
I
so
mean-
much. What is happening to INFUME? He's like running back and forth here.
I don't know.
I can't tell what was he
I
trying to do.
don't know what INFUME is doing.
Why did he leave the spawner and just like refuses to go back to it? And just
Maybe you
doing
couldn't
loops over
find
here.
it.
Ooh, he finds it. Oh, well,
He's gonna be getting more wood in the nether.
that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. But I don't feel like the time loss of running around was worth it. He was
Yeah.
just I don't know if he was just like trying to I don't know. I don't know why wouldn't he try to get to the open area from the spawner instead of trying to find the spawner from the open area.
Yeah. Ultimate may be dealing with a bit of a conundrum. Not sure where to put his tower. It doesn't look like there's great terrain where he'd like to be pushing chords.
That's
Um,
yeah. Is that the ocean on his screen? No, that's just like a big lake or something. Looks very strange terrain and looks too flat. I think is what's happening here. Am I correct in this saying? Can any person chat confirm? Because looks really flat, and well, I've heard Spinnaker say if the chunk is fully flat at Y64, then no mobs can spawn in it. Yeah, and he's placing the leaves here because it is too flat.
I had this explained to me another time, and I think that just doesn't matter most of the time. Because it's like if the sub chunk is empty, but like
No, the sub chunk needs to like start at the ground level.
regardless,
I mean, he has so much time.
Yeah, Ultimate's
like-
starting his tower at about 840.
He does have a lot of time, so he can just spend all the time placing the leaves just in case.
INFUME out of the nether is going to start pushing chords as Ultimate's building his tower. So
At
I mean-
300, what's the he? 500. So he is quite a bit away from the INFUME.
yeah,
I mean,
one
let's see.
possibility though. Ultimate kind of took a hard right to find the terrain. Well, INFUME's just not even really pushing chords at all. So there is a possibility of separate strongholds, and
That is true.
I'm not sure how seeds are checked, but there is a possibility Ultimate gets a bad stronghold and has to push into like an ocean or something.
That can happen. Minecraft is an RNG game. Everything can happen.
Very
Almost
true.
Anything that you can imagine, it probably can happen.
Nope, it won't. Ultimate wins. I'll take your word for that, Saturn. Or do we have any? We have lots of Ultimate fans in chat. Do we have any INFUME fans in chat? Is
I
INFUME
think
the villain here?
nobody likes him.
Is that how it goes?
I mean, I think he's like a Feinberg of 1.7.
Is that why he's playing AA 16 hours a day?
Yeah. He quit his main category to become a runner. Feinberg
I
is
guess
the
that's what
infamous-
happens.
Yeah, okay, that's, I guess.
Go
put it that
INFUME.
way.
There we go. There's an INFUME fan. We're gonna see what instant transmission tower, is that what it's called? ITT. Again by Ultimate. We'll see if that can magically regain time. INFUME digging through dirt and not replacing it. Isn't that bad?
Yes.
Can't Enderman take it?
Yeah, but I think it was only like too high, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, this is... Yeah, see, now he's replacing because it's like 3 high.
Interesting.
When it's too high, I assume... Oh, no, it's just... Yeah, he's replacing because it's... Oh, it's the Ultimate who's doing this. I'm confusing the runners. But they're starting the tower at the same time, except... Ultimate scores are...
Much
very
better, yeah.
Yeah, very deep into the ring.
Starting off, well, both with similar spawns, I think, which is to say not much.
I mean, I've heard stories that INFUME is known for his tower splits. I gotta say that.
Just super lucky.
Yeah. There are some stories about the legendary INFUME 13 spawns. He's god of luck, yeah.
Yeah, Ultimate definitely pushed in an awkward direction, but it honestly didn't really look like there was a good way to push to me. Like if he went straight, it would have been bad terrain, and it was slightly, I guess he hedged his bet and saw slightly less bad terrain in the direction he pushed.
Yeah, it's always so strange to think about this, especially for the tourney seeds. Like, you can't... It's weird. Oh, he gets a TP by the Enderman and gets killed and loses... I think he lost an Enderman or two because of that. Yeah, I always feel like it's very... The decision making on the tourney seeds can be really whack in one sense, because there are no like strict requirements for the seeds, so you can't really know what's better to do.
Is that Enderman in a cactus?
Why is INFUME upset? I did not see what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, the
yeah,
terrain on the Ultimate's tower doesn't seem to benefit him. There's a lot of water. There's that big chunky river and the lake. Well, INFUME is surrounded by the terrain.
yeah, INFUME has much better terrain, but I mean, which situation would you choose? Good terrain, bad chords, or bad chords and good terrain?
I mean, with bad terrain, you can just not even get enough pearls, I guess, but highly unlikely,
true.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe a
That could
safer bet
happen.
for INFUME, but could pay off for Ultimate. We'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah. Ooh,
Trying to-
wanted to check, but
Wait,
It's killed
doesn't
by a spider.
he doesn't have any more bone meal?
Oh my god, Infume, what was that? That was like 5 spawn or something? Infume is checking 12, I think? I'm not sure, but it was double digits. Ultimate is checking, and it was single digit, I'm pretty sure.
I think that was 8.
Ooh, that's not looking great. Infume is checking again.
I can't
I
tell how many
don't
Infume
know. It was
has.
double digit, maybe 14, maybe 15. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought I saw 15, but I don't think he has 15.
I don't know what. Well, I guess yeah, he's leaving now. So I'd assume it was 15.
Infume's sleeping, so
He's sleeping. He does need to run quite a bit. But also it's going to be a different stronghold most likely. So we'll see what's going to happen.
that must be 13. Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Infume
13. Ooh, could be double break. Could be double break zero. You never know.
I think they'd seed fine for that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. It could
I
be.
mean, you don't know. He's close to spawn, so he may need a lot of ice to triangulate. You never know.
That is true. Infume's off. Well, Ultimate is out as well, also with 13.
Also with 13. I
so
mean,
right
Ultimate should be
now-
ahead. Should be
Yeah.
ahead.
My money is on Ultimate, but it really is anyone's game here.
Okay, so Ultimate is not sleeping. So that's the he doesn't sleep on this tower.
I mean, sleeping is technically a time save. Maybe he needs string. I don't know.
Yeah, but you also get string with the bunk bed, right? So when I was playing a while ago before the bunk bed, and I was doing the LFT without bunk bed, so I wouldn't sleep, and it does get a lot messy with the triangulating during the night. Infume's eye turning, is that right? Ooh.
Yeah, chat is telling you Ultimate's tower does not get string because the lava's at the top and not the bottom for spiders. So Ultimate does get.
And Infume is
Is
about the
there a-
stronghold. He's
What?
digging down.
Wait, how do you get there so fast?
Mini
I must have missed
distance, I
something.
assume, and Ultimate is struggling. And the terrain is also very annoying.
Wow, and
And
Infume is just
goes
there.
ahead.
Just pulls it all back on that triangulation split, and I mean, Ultimate's pretty close now as well. I think it's the same stronghold, right? It's different strongholds, possibly.
It looks like it, because he's digging in the
Yeah, it is same stronghold.
Yeah.
But Infume enters the end
Wow.
before Ultimate even starts digging down.
It's insane how Infume even got here so fast.
I know. I'm not sure how that happened. I think Ultimate is just needs one more string for a bow. I think that's where a lot of the time was lost.
Yeah. He was looking for the spiders in the forest, I assume. First charge for Infume.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets hit! And oh my god.
Nearly gets knocked off the island, but
That was so close to the void, to the edge of the island. Ooh.
yeah, but
Second charge. Decent
Ultimate is
damage.
digging down, so it's not all over yet. I mean,
Infume is pretty low. Anything can happen.
that is true. 8
One
carats. to
unlucky
his name.
angle on a bed, and it's over. Ooh. Was that
Talk
like
about an
not
unlucky
a
angle?
flip bed, but yeah, just a poor angle. He does have a lot of arrows because of the trade, so. But Ultimate is about to enter the end. Done with his crafts.
Ultimate's in. I mean, this is really anyone's game. Ultimate just
And
needs to get a little lucky.
Infume's Dragon has been healing a lot.
Yeah.
It's been down to half health, and he also gets charged like that. But does take a lot less damage than
wow.
Infume did.
Wait, the Ultimate gets a really nice crystal hit, and Ultimate's Dragon is
Task
low
Crystal.
health.
That's what it's called. I'm pretty sure.
I think, yeah.
That's crazy. And he gets another charge.
Another charge. Ultimate is very ahead. Needs one more bed.
One bed away.
It might be happening.
Ooh. No, that was not even a charge, but one charge away. INFUME fumbles his lead. But ooh, INFUME gets a charge. But he probably needs 2 beds.
But Ultimate gets a charge as
Ultimate
well.
gets a charge. And it's GG.
And that's it. Wow.
Wow. Chaos is eating tonight. Bro. I mean, GG. That was very good end fight by Ultimate.
Yeah, very clean. I mean, yeah, just textbook with that task crystal.
Incredible. INFUME just like not getting charges, and then that one awkward charge, and he just didn't get enough damage on his another charge. I can't remember which one it was, but it was a pretty slow end fight by INFUME.
Yeah, I mean, INFUME lost a lot of time this seed, and Ultimate just played very cleanly throughout. Obviously, a little bit of struggles on that tower, but
Yeah, post tower I think is what Ultimate can't be happy about, but the end fight was pretty clean.
yeah. But yeah, that just very nice. And unless you want to say something more, Al, I think we're gonna be going to an intermission so we can see a seed 3. Welcome back to Seed 3 of Infume versus Ultimate. In Seed 1, we saw Infume pull ahead quite decisively and take the seed. In Seed 2, we saw Ultimate have the lead for most of the seed. Infume pull ahead at the end and enter the end a bit faster, but then Ultimate entering second, but managing a quick end fight to take the second seed. And now for Seed 3. What do you think, Raul? What do you think we're going to see?
Interesting. We have a village spawn.
Acacia Village. Interesting.
Well, Ultimate Gamer guy. What? I did not.
At
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man, Paceman, maybe?
Oh, I don't.
Hume, little bit of memeing in chat.
I have no clue what that's about, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that was an interesting seed, the last one, but I feel like
Yeah, for sure.
it just depends. So much depends on the overworld, honestly. Like, it feels like because of the pace lock, it should not matter, but it actually matters so much because pushing the courts in these close matches matters so much.
Oh, Pac-Man MVC asked in chat who he's playing. What's up, Pac-Man?
Oh.
Yeah, this is a weird seed. We have 7 obby. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make use of that. Maybe 3 obby in the fortress to exit. I'm not sure.
I think you just not use this anyway in this version.
I mean, could we find 13 obby somewhere and double travel? Is that a thing? Wait.
I mean, you
Never
could
mind.
double travel, but it's just like pointless in this version. Unless you're really good at, you can't even do access here. I mean, you could use. Is calc allowed for this turn? But I assume nobody uses it.
I don't think calc is allowed for tourneys, but I could be mistaken.
I mean, it's also just slower, right?
Sometimes,
RTA
yeah.
wise. Oh, but
Yeah, calc is banned here.
Calc is banned. We're doing it the old-fashioned way, but it's still just like cleaner. Nobody uses it in RG, right?
Not sure.
You just do the Pyre, and it's just so much nicer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious, like where are we entering? And I really want to see this obby get used. I don't know.
You're just gonna use it like to stack up or something. You're just gonna waste it. Because, that's the only use of it I've seen from people. Ultimately struggling to find sheep, I think. He keeps looking around and he hasn't committed to a direction yet. More towards the right side of his screen, I think.
Yeah, Infume definitely a bit more decisive, managing to find the
sheep
find
on
the
way
lava
to
pool here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has all the sheep needed, so it'll be interesting to see what Ultimate ends up doing.
I don't know if he's going somewhere, but he's definitely going the different direction from Infume. Very different.
Yeah, this this
has
could
he gotten sheep? I'm not sure if he has any wool.
Yeah, this could be bad for Ultimate.
Is he relying on a temple for wool, or he's just gone? Okay, so he has no wool. And
Does
he finds
find a lava pool.
He still needs wool, which is scary. Ooh, messes up the portal. He could complete it with the.
Yeah, that's where the obsidian would come in handy. But
You should definitely use the obby here.
I think both runners. I don't know. I think they're holding out for finding obby in a fortress chest. Infume checking.
Ooh.
Because you can use it to exit the nether, and that is just faster. But
yeah, for exit, sure. But I mean, you need to be careful to not overblind, right? Because the ring is so tiny in this version. Like most of the time at the spawner, you'll be like so far away from the ring.
That is true. I mean, on these tournament seeds, you're maybe a little closer, but
Ooh, let me getting these annoying strays, and he's punching them with the carrot.
yeah, just to move it around, I guess. Stone
That's
Sword
interesting.
Gaming here. INFUME finds the spawner pretty quickly.
And closed one, so that's pretty
Ooh.
chill.
Ultimate taking a hit on 3 hearts.
Gary. Ooh, gets sniped!
Oh.
Oh my god. Is he gonna replay the same way, or is he gonna find the intended route?
We'll have to see. That
Because
is
he honestly could have just lost already based on how he played that overworld at the start.
yeah. I don't think that death made a ton of difference. I mean, you just didn't have any wool. Like what do you do? But that is a dilemma I face myself a lot in ranked, where when you die and you know your route wasn't great, do you just stick with the same route, or do you try and mix it up? And I think both have their merits. In Ultimate's case, he definitely should mix it up, but we'll see what he does.
He's lacking wool on that route, which is pretty important because you can't even start the tower. I mean, unless you punch the lanterns, which he didn't do. So do people not use lava bucket in this version to kill animals? Is that just not a good
I
thing?
mean, typically you don't have a lava bucket until you're
Yeah, but
after
here
you kill
Ultimate
animals,
was
but
also
here-
contemplating it. He was just like looking at the furnaces and the lava for both times he was in this blackness. He was just like punching next to it, and I don't know if he wanted to do something or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. In this seed, it might make sense. Doesn't work for chickens because they die the same tick they catch on fire. The food isn't burnt.
How do they?
So I guess it
I
was changed at
guess.
some point. And you have carrots, so it doesn't matter anyways. That's a good point.
Yeah. I guess the quality of the food just does not matter in this version.
Yeah. But yeah, sadly, I think we're seeing a runaway seed here for INFUME. I mean, just gets hit by a blaze. I mean, anything can go
And-
wrong, but
Ultimate just keeps going the wrong direction. He just refuses to go to the right. He just keeps going to the left. I don't know what is it he likes so much about this direction. Doesn't even try to look for sheep or I don't.
yeah, I mean, in this case,
Maybe nervous, especially
knows-
after those two very stressful seeds. I gotta say.
yeah, very stressful. And I mean, coming off the nerves of winning, I mean, you just want to compound that, and playing decisively is one way to do that, but got to be somewhat correct decisions. Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
come on.
no. In 116, you can kill chickens with the lava bucket. You need to be fast, but you can do it.
Ultimate not flooding the lava pool this time saves a little bit of time.
And INFUME is about to leave the nether.
Yeah.
Also, what's this? The spawn is like because INFUME spawn, INFUME spawn is worse than Ultimate's, but I don't. He's grabbing. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
why did you
grabbing
grab soul sand?
for elevator is what it's used for.
Ah,
You can use chest or soul sand. Any block that's shorter than a regular block. Elevate your items from the tower. Also,
Yeah,
I
interesting
assume
strategy.
they're doing OBT, right? Because no temple. That's what's used. I mean, what if INFUME loses all of his items doing elevator? What if it's 1 in 200 or whatever?
it can always happen.
I mean, you never know. Some of these strategies in 1.7 they just do not have a 100% success rate, and Things can happen. Things can go very wrong.
Anything can happen.
Ultimate contemplating to go to the second spawner there, but realized that's probably too far, and it's also exposed. So he's in the different fortress because both of these spawners are exposed, and INFUME's wasn't.
Yeah, there were two fortresses. I think either can work. But yeah, the exposed is going to be a little bit more scary.
He's building out the walls. Do not lose a rod, I assume? Is that what it's for? I just feel like it's. I guess you don't want to keep yourself close to the blazes in this version. In 116 you can just run into them, but in these versions you want to keep the distance.
Right.
INFUME is done with the tower. Gonna be sleeping at the perfect time. Almost perfect time, right?
Yeah, it's pretty clean. Be digging down and
How are our chords looking like? 400 to 50. 450 to 50. It's a big cave, but nearly avoids it. Just on the edge
not
of it.
gonna pose an issue. Yeah, our chords could be better, but I mean, you just need to build the tower when it turns night, so not much more you can do about that.
Oh, and INFUME is not doing an elevator. He will just be towering back up when he's done with the tower.
The classic strat, yeah.
Maybe pearl up. Maybe he will stay around for another cycle to get an extra pearl and do the pearl exit. We'll see. Ultimate is still struggling to get his last rod. Currently on 6. Ooh. He gets his last rod. He's breaking the spawner.
Saturn, are you the only one who can do that?
Yeah, you should be the one talking to him.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it, but it probably does save time to go another cycle and get a pearl to pearl upwards out of the hole. Or does it? I guess. I mean, I guess it just depends on if you get spawns, if you get a pearl.
Yeah, because it's like it can be a sunk cost fallacy. If you just don't get a spawn, then you go for another one, and it's one, and you don't even know if it dropped or not. So.
Ultimate's out.
Leaving the ender, but he doesn't have a bad, so he can't even start his tower.
Yeah, don't know what his plan is.
There's savannah in front of him. Or is it? There's some biome in front of him with trees. That looks like a savannah, yeah.
I think he's heading back to 0-0.
Oh, is he? Oh my god, that's... And now he's gonna go to the left and see the lava pool and sheep and realize everything. Okay, yes. Well, obviously the trampoline is faster, but in this particular situation,
Yeah, like if you don't have elevator or trampoline.
purling up should be faster than just stacking up.
Here are the sheep.
He finds the sheep.
But is going to be able to, or not going to be able to push chords pretty much at all.
Is being very vocal about the amount of drops, I think.
That crafting for the pressure plate, trapdoor,
And the button.
slab, button, it's, or not slab, but yeah, it's a very clean craft overlap.
It's always so funny to when I'm watching like other versions where people just like craft pressure plates and everything, and I'm just like, I just always think they miscraft, but it's always intentional.
Yeah, there's not a ton of situations where you want to pressure plate in 116. Really just like one. Two.
I mean, just off of BT, right? And maybe in tinting the spawner, but
Like a village or temple seed where you need a pressure plate for gravel.
yeah. But it's always like it always gets me because they like overlap it with something with like boat, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why did you grab that? But do
Yeah,
you
lots
need
of
it in these versions?
a big variety of items that need to get crafted in this version.
Oh my god!
When
Like, look at this. The amount of spawns for INFUME are actually crazy. I think I start to believe all those stories, bro.
we're seeing them. Place the
Seeing it
button.
happen live.
And the team's gonna be out at about 15:30.
Yeah, significantly here. Pretty much only the death in the end is what can save Ultimate here.
Ultimate using that obsidian after running out of nether bricks.
I guess that's the usage.
The Infume already going perpendicular from his line. It's not right there
It
though.
does not
It's pretty close
turn.
though. Should only be like 50, 100 blocks.
Ooh, Ultimate.
Oh,
He didn't catch a ladder? Is that what happened? I looked away for a split second. I think he didn't catch a ladder. He landed like on his bed.
yeah, I was watching Infume. His tower's right here.
But it's pretty bad because you need to like tower up and it sort of messes up your build. So it's like weird.
Yeah. I mean,
It does get back to his items.
it's not exactly gonna turn the tides, but very unfortunate here.
Now there's gonna be a creeper hole here that he needs to repair because the Endermen are gonna be getting stuck here. This is
Yeah.
not the situation I wanted to be in if I'm Ultimate, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Pretty sad.
Oh, Infume is digging down. I mean, there's only one way for Ultimate to come back here. He's shaking his head. Definitely not happy about this seed.
He hasn't. Well, it's 17 minutes, and has Ultimate gotten any pearls?
Nope. I mean, no. It's not 17, right? Because he reset.
Oh, right. I can't.
So
It's only like 13 minutes. Okay.
He's
never
pretty
mind.
late to the tower, so he's like maybe 1.5, 2 minutes into the night. I can't tell.
Yeah,
His timer is tiny.
Yeah, it's about 13 minutes now.
Okay, yeah, so he's 2 minutes into the night.
I did forget he reset.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of infight Infume can cook up here. I feel like there's a lot of towers on that side of the
He's been
island.
taking them out for a while now. Ooh, that was kind of scary. How he was like next to the rain, so he couldn't like freely move after the bed. Should have been scary, but managed to not get hit by the dragon. That's some sort of flip bed. I don't know what that was.
Whatever it was, it did not do very much damage.
Yeah.
It's like watching the main character die.
Okay, so are you just do you like Ultimate that much, or you hate INFUME? Where is this coming from? Because that's two very like distinct things.
Both.
Well, okay, that's why he's so vocal about it.
Oh, Infume haters almost getting their wish there. But a little scary situation Infume managed to survive. Another pretty long end fight just due to a lack of charges.
Ooh, another very high dragon. Doesn't do much damage. Almost at all.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully only needs one more good charge here, but
Ooh, that was not an error bait. An error bait.
lack
Manages
of
to pick up.
skills. Oh,
Ooh, misses the charge. He's just gonna bow down the dragon. Ooh, gets the charge.
gets the
And
charge.
It's GG.
Gets the W. High 20. Very unfortunate for Ultimate here, but let's give it up for Infume taking the set 2-1 with very entertaining 3 seeds.
Very interesting tower. Very quirky. But I feel like Ultimate has things to polish in his gameplay, definitely. But
I agree.
with the C2, he showed that he's capable. He's capable of winning probably one of the favorites to win this tourney. So if he just fixes a couple of mistakes, he can do really well.
Yeah, for sure. And remember !info and !bracket in chat. Info to join the Discord, bracket to see the current progress of the tournament. Yeah.
And if you instantly pulls the A tracker back on the grind.
Never stops.
Yeah, and real
yeah.
quick, since the match ended right at when Spinnaker versus Akbash is supposed to start, we're just gonna go straight to an intermission, and we'll be back with Spinnaker versus Akbash.
See you then.
See ya there.
Welcome back to round 2, the final round of today. I got a little confused there what Spin was
Yes,
doing.
he's warming up, I think. Yeah.
He's doing something. I don't know.
Crafts. He's just crafting. Yeah, we're back with a pretty exciting match, I think. Agbash,
Spin?
more so up and coming runner, I would assume. A new name. I only started to hear about them a couple of months ago, so. Ooh.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be getting started.
And Spin
Spin is not getting
might
started.
be delayed, or
yeah, let's just
something.
assume that Spin's stream is a little bit delayed.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. We're good.
He's down to the mines.
And this is a relief. Both runners on GUI 4. So
Oh
we can
my
actually see their inventories.
This is amazing.
Nice
This is
big timers. Thank you. Thank you, runners.
so nice.
I feel bad now. My timer is so small and I play on GUI 3, and as a commentator, I really do appreciate GUI 4 and big timers.
Yeah, I've spoke to a big timer. I just remember watching somebody's match and T-Rex was complaining for like 30 minutes straight that the timer is tiny, and I'm like, okay, I'm never doing this again. And then on my ESI instance, I had timer that was like taking up like 10% of the screen. Like, to never upset T-Rex.
Yeah. But yeah, both runners here, very skilled. I think we should be seeing a good match. Yeah, Ultimate's timer is terrible. Ultimate's timer was actually half cut off. Just completely invisible.
Yeah, it wasn't top right, and I only noticed that he has a timer on like C2 because I just couldn't see it. It was like in the top right, hidden.
One thing gotta love about 1.7 is you got that clean Optifine cape. I mean, I guess you can like do whatever cape you want in whatever versions, but Optifine capes, I don't know, they hit different. Like Bash has that nice color scheme, white and red.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Interesting seed here where we do see a structureless overworld. Not the most common, but both these runners making it work.
See there, the overlap of crafting the button by Agbash. I got confused again. I thought he miscrafted, but he does need a button to put at the bottom of his tower hole. So the Endermen do not place the door there.
Oh, that's what it's for. Okay.
Yeah, you need a pressure plate or a button.
I did not realize that. I thought it was just for trampoline, but
no. Ooh, the lava pool is right here.
Yeah, the lava pool is right here. All the animals right here. I mean, there's
it's
very
gonna be
little...
like a sub 3 structural center. Well, Spin still needs leaves, I think. No, it's not gonna be sub 3, but it's still gonna be pretty fast for a structural seed.
Yeah, Spin is a little bit behind just due to the stream lag. So, gotta pay attention to that on-screen timer. But it's so legible. It's so nice. It's such a relief.
So
the nice bold letters with a black outline. It's very nice. I'll shut up about the timer though.
No, let's keep talking about the timer. I think it's cool that Agbash's timer also fits the theme of his skin. This is red and
That's true. I
white.
didn't notice that.
I think it's pretty swag.
I do think that's nice. I mean, Spin's timer. I mean, it sort of matches his skin as well. Sort of his
True. The yellow.
yeah, his branding.
The sun.
Yeah. Does look like Spin's pretty far ahead. I mean, already entering, even though he is like 20 seconds
20
behind.
seconds ahead, yeah.
Oh, and the new Netherrack. What more could you ask for?
Yeah. And no Gamma 1. Like, Ultimate is just doing everything. It's a weird nether
Exactly.
though. You need to go up to this fortress, which is gonna be. Well, he finds the L part of it over the terrain, so
Yeah, Spin finding very nice terrain here. We'll see if Ultimate, if Akbash can replicate that.
he seems to be heading that way. So yeah, he does see it at least. Yeah, he's heading the exact same way. Been locating the spawner with the pyrite and also just seeing it in this very long hallway. So
Yeah. Spin definitely a little bit ahead so far. I mean, maybe 20, 30 seconds ahead, but this is a pretty fast pre-tower split. We are, basically at 0-0, I believe. Are we at 0-0 at spawn? I didn't catch the
I'm
chords
not
exactly.
sure. We're at least at spawn. So
Yeah, we're at spawn, so we're gonna need to push chords quite a bit. But potentially this time save doesn't matter, but we'll just have to see. It's like 200.
also very
Yeah.
interesting. The something I learned from 1.7 runners. It's also useful for 1.16. They never break the well, now Spin is breaking it, but he left it for a while. The 2 blocks behind the spawner, they leave it there so the blaze doesn't get stuck there and never desyncs, because in 1.7 when the blaze is desync, it's basically a GG.
What do you mean by desync?
Like they are cycles of
Right, the
shooting.
cycles. Yeah. That makes sense. That's cool tech. Yeah, the blaze
Does-
fights are a lost art, I feel, for 116. It's kind of just like
Yeah. Especially
spamming
after rank,
max
nobody
grenades.
does Fort Force anymore. Like
Yeah.
people realize it sucks. So.
Both runners on 6 rods. It's great. Spin has a bit of a lead, but stream delay is
Making up for
gives-
it.
Yeah, making up for it. So both runners are pretty much even from our perspective. Ash is leaving
He does
on
pull ahead.
7. Yeah, 7 rods.
He was at the... He's living on 6. Ooh.
Pretty sure Akbash is 7.
Does he? That's what Sil says in chat. I wasn't paying attention, but we'll see. He was at a different spawner though.
Yeah, there is 7.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see what direction he decides to push.
I mean, there's really only one direction, right? Into this desert. Ooh. Yeah, and this goes pause Z, so you don't really want to go this way, but... There's a village.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think Akbash does actually have the lead here now. I guess Akbash also got a stray in the Nether, so that could have potentially made a difference.
He also did spend longer time to get to the portal, so Spin is technically ahead.
Really?
Yeah, he was leaving like 10 seconds faster than Akbash did, even though like leaving from the Nether, because Akbash was faster leaving from the spawner. That's for sure, but he was at a different spawner, and I think it was further away from his portal.
that
Anyway,
case, yeah, I don't know.
it's pretty close nonetheless. Yeah, Agbash pushed to pause Z for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I'm really confused. Like to me, Spin went a natural way where you would want to go because you went towards the desert and neg Z, and he was at neg 150 on the Z already. So you would want to push both of those chords, right? And Agbash flipped his Z for some reason, and now he's deep into pause Z. So
I guess you could make the argument that there's better terrain, but I mean it's pretty even.
Spin's terrain also looks good enough.
Yeah.
And they will be starting the tower around the same time.
Yeah, Spin has maybe another like 250 blocks of distance out compared to
Apple.
Akbash. So yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, both starting their towers right now. It's all going to come down to the end game.
I gotta say, in Agbash's last match, the endgames were really clean. The triangulation split and the end fights were really nice. The only seed he lost was due to dying in the nether or something like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, if
He's
if he
pretty
can pull
close to
off end game.
spawn. But also, like, you remember the second seed of Infume versus Ultimate, the endgames just like sometimes make no sense. Like Infume was so much closer to the spawn, and
Yeah.
he still got to the stronghold so much faster than Ultimate did.
Yeah, you
Ultimate
really
did
never
have
know
to
what's
struggle,
going to happen.
but we'll see.
Both starting their tower. No ITT this seed. Both runners just doing LFT.
Do either of them do elevator is the question. Ooh, Ipash overlapping, getting fire ticks, doing the dig down. Very quirky time save.
Yeah, just a little nice overlap. Is it completely overlapped though?
I think it's overlapped with the what's it called? Cooldown skip, I think.
But you're not cooldown skipping
Well,
when you.
well, you're overlapping with a cooldown, anyways. I think.
Yes.
Is how in 116 you can change the pie chart while digging down, or just
Yes.
pause
I'm not
the-
sure. Can you
Okay.
reduce cooldown on fire?
I have no clue. I'm gonna be honest.
Not sure. I think you can actually, especially if you're in midair. I could be completely wrong though.
Ooh, their timers is synced up now. I just realized.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Spin is very much ahead on the chords, so Agbash needs to make up time in this endgame.
Yeah. Ooh, lots of Enderman for Akbash there. I mean, you could see terrain to stronghold be a place to make up time, even with the worst chords, because they're almost certainly going to get different strongholds with these chords.
Yeah, they're like on the opposite sides of the world, because Spin is neg 600 on the Z and Agbash is plus 300 on the Z.
Yep.
Agbash is going to check. Ooh, I did not catch it. It was single
Yeah, I
digits,
did not
though.
see either.
It was like in the middle of the inventory, which is not the place I expected to look at.
Yeah, I always am just looking at the hotbar. I'm used to trampoline.
Ben is going to check 10. I'm pretty sure he's on 10.
Yeah, definitely double digits. So looking pretty good so far. Ooh, Akbash with another good cycle.
And
It's gonna be
gonna
out.
leave.
Sleeping through the night.
And Spin wants to check one more time. He's on 14. I'm
14, nice.
pretty sure. And Akbash is leaving on 16.
16.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
So it's gonna be actually purling up and out of the hole. It's gonna be a place where he saves a lot of time.
That's true. He is gonna be like, what, like maybe 20 seconds ahead. Spin also has. He's also pulling
Okay,
out.
Spin is also purling out. with
Okay,
15, so-
this gets really close now.
Yeah, this is really just gonna come down to the triangulation and the stronghold location.
And the chords, yeah.
I mean, already it's just
Oh, look at
Where
the
is-
chords that it points to Akbash. He
yeah.
goes
Where
next
is
Z.
where is he heading? This
So
is confusing.
I'm pretty sure this is Spin's match to lose now.
Yeah, this has just got to be like 1,000 blocks away, right?
Yeah, I think at least like 600. Well, more than that.
Yeah, I think it might be GG. I mean, you never know, but
I mean, just what happens when you push the wrong chords on these tourney seeds, like. But also,
Yeah.
it just like what he did just felt to me counterintuitive because he wanted to flip his Z for some reason. I don't understand why.
maybe the thought process is that he's going up against a very strong opponent and wants to do something different, to try and differentiate the seed, try to get some advantage somewhere. But I mean, clearly does not pay off.
I could see that being the reason, but also I just feel like he's at 0-0 right now. He's
Yeah.
literally at 0-0 now.
It's gonna
I
be
feel
getting
like
more food.
in 1-7 the seeds are. I just feel like they're more so like there is an intended route. In 116 you can play it in variety of ways the same seed, but in 1-7 I just feel like there is just a correct direction to push the chords.
Yeah. Like you just have to see the vision of the seed tester, and
Yeah.
if you don't, it's GG.
I mean, there was a desert towards the higher chord, so I just don't see a reason why he would flip the Z chord, but maybe we will ask him.
Hopefully we'll be able to, and does look like Spin is going to be pretty much at the stronghold or right above it. Well, Spin is, or not Spin, well, Akbash is maybe getting close-ish. I mean, that's bad. Die just goes in the exact same direction. Like, it does not look good.
Spin lands in the portal room and 0i. We luckily have 14 pearls, so very nice. Like, been crafting everything before entering the portal room. We've seen ultimate crafting in the portal room, and I just feel like it's so messier than just pre-crafting everything before digging down.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Can we talk about that bed? That was a very nice bed, I feel like.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Good damage. Good crystal bait. Ooh, that looked like a charge, but it wasn't.
Wow.
Such a
Another
such a quick reaction on the charges. Spin is really good at recognizing what's a charge or not. That's something I'm always impressed when I watch him. That's a scary bad. Dragon is really low though. One charge away.
Yeah, one charge away. Akbash is digging down, so it's not necessarily free for Spin. Oh,
1 HP away. Really close. Almost getting in there with the flip bad, but this is going to be the final blow.
Plays it safe and manages to get the kill.
Sub 19 again. Akbash though, he is in the stronghold, so
Yeah, not too far behind.
considering the situation he was in, this is still pretty close.
Yeah, I'm nearly
But-
pulling it back, but Spin does take seed 1, manages to just win it off pushing the correct chords. With an 1840. Very nice time.
Yeah, this was pretty close up until that decision with the chords.
Yep.
Let's see his end fight, I guess.
Yeah,
Pretty
see how it could have
fast.
gone. Is it just me or is this FOV at like 130?
Yeah, it does look like a lot. Oh my god, that's such a fast end fight as well. Like,
oh wow.
my god. So many questions how the seed could have went if he just pushes the right chords.
Yeah, only about a minute slower than Spin's final time, and definitely lost well more than a minute off of the
Running to those
wrong
chords, yeah. Crazy.
Very crazy. And I guess we'll be seeing you guys in a seed 2 in just a few moments. Welcome back to Seed 2 of Spinnaker versus Akbash. Seed 1, we saw Akbash push kind of just incorrect chords. Man, it lost a lot of time off that. Otherwise, a pretty close seed. What do you think we're going to be seeing for Seed 2, Raul?
I'm excited. I wonder what overworld this is going to be. Oh, looks like a temple. Okay. Both of the runners front-loading logs. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you would or wouldn't front load logs here.
I think most of the time people do because they want to do the crafts at the bottom, and then I don't really know what would the reason be for that, but most of the time I see people craft down like in the temple.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, both grabbing logs, so no big difference there. What? That fall damage looked weird to me. Rock bash, but
They're both overlapping crafting with the TNT. I guess maybe that time save. I don't know.
yeah, both crafting at the bottom of the temple here, and plenty of iron, plenty of gold, no stone sword shenanigans this time.
I guess maybe one of the reasons, if there is a gravel down the temple, you would want to have a shovel to get it, because you don't want to use a TNT on it, because you can't really.
Yeah, or iron ore, as Soph points out.
True.
Yeah, both out of the temple here. Kind of heading in different directions.
Yeah, there's no gravel inside for a spin.
Yeah, I wonder where he plans to get that from. That gravel is totally not placed by Sylv. All right. That always does kind of
Oh man,
confuse me how seeds are just built.
I just remember one seed we had, and I think it was Relay 2 or 3, where, well, Talking Mime was my 1.7 player, and we just had a crazy seed. They like had a quadruple stack dark oak tree that was like 100 blocks high, and they had chickens flying down from the tree. It was crazy. People get really creative with these 1.7 seeds sometimes when they're like out of ideas.
Classic.
And I just remember I don't know if many people remember that match, but mine was playing that overall really smoothly, and then just misplaced the Obi because the enter is 10 Obi.
Oh no.
It was not his fault though. You can see.
Wasn't his fault. He misplaced.
No, it literally wasn't. It literally wasn't. The Obi just TPs from away from his cursor. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go and find the clip, and I'm gonna send you after the game. But
okay.
The Obi literally TPs from his cursor, and I'm not even kidding. I remember Alistair even made a video, like a compilation from that clip.
A ghost Obby. I'll take your word for it.
Spin is ahead.
Yeah. Back to the seed. Spin is ahead by maybe 10, 15 seconds here.
They play quite similarly, but
3 diamonds in that chest. What do you think? What do you think he's gonna spend it on?
I mean, probably sword and shovel. That's like your go-to, but he already has sword and shovel, so I don't know. You don't really need a diamond pickaxe in this version.
Yeah, I mean, a sword would make the most sense for the blaze fight. Spin very, very nicely back-navving this fortress. I mean, it's completely enclosed.
Oh, now did you say that? You're getting blessed with a beautiful open over the lava spawner. Not the best thing that can happen to you in this version, but we'll see how it's gonna play out. Akbash is heading towards the enclosed part, but yeah, he doesn't want to go to that spawner. He spots it, but now he's forced to because of the wither skeleton.
Yeah, really not what you want to see here.
Yeah, interesting roof that it's been built. Usually people do like a circle or a ring, but he also has some place in the middle.
Maybe more blocks in case some of them burn? I'm not sure.
No, I think it's just like they still can go out in the middle and then just strafe left, because they strafe left in pre 1.9, right? So maybe that's why I have no idea.
We got Akbosh making a diamond sword. Spin just ignoring the diamonds.
He's saving it for the dragon. He wants to. Ooh,
Oh,
he is making a diamond sword.
there after some contemplation decides on the diamond sword. Akbosh only on 2 hearts. A little scary.
3 hard. That's definitely not a situation we want to be in these 1-7 fights.
Not at all.
Does manage to kill this cycle, and Spin is on 8 rod, but he still wants. Does he? No. Decides to just leave. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't want to kill those blazes if they not really messing with you. Then you want to just leave them.
Yeah, and Akbosh on 6, so probably only needs 1 more spawn cycle. He's gonna be like 30 seconds, maybe more. And Spin's gonna have a lead here. But yeah, Akbosh is out. Had to
Spin does
cover.
have a significant lead, and we've seen in so many matches like these 20 seconds to push the course really do end up mattering a lot of the time.
Yeah, even
Yes.
pre-tower.
You can spend more time on making a decision which way to go, and you spend time just pushing the chords. And
Yeah, for sure. There are 4 lava pools, and you had to cover up 2 of them, so they went the right way. So hopefully we see both runners going the correct way on this seed. Do you like fill in the lava? Well, how does that work?
I mean, probably just sand over it, pretend it's not there.
I guess. Slash fill. Okay. Makes sense. I kind of forgot commands existed.
Spin runs out of the rain. Look at this. There's ocean over
Ooh.
here, and he can't really push the course. And he has 7:30, so he has like another minute before he can start towering. And Agbash goes more to the right, so he pushes more on the EX, and I assume Spin is pushing more on the Z. So, and he's gonna end up towering over here, which is definitely not the best place.
Yeah, very interesting differences here. I mean, they're pretty close to each other, but
Agbash also runs out of the rain. There's also ocean here. Very interesting seed.
No, wait, no, they're not that close. So yeah, again, we're very likely going to see different strongholds here. Not quite as likely as last seed, but
Agbash mining the blocks to do the thingy with the sub chunk.
oh, mod with backported commands. Oh yeah, I mean this is okay. Yeah, this is very flat at Y64, so I guess you do need to place blocks here. Akbosh went the wrong way again. Okay, so
And it's all like this whole platform that's gonna be like 60% of his spawns near the tower, and it's all Y64, and it's all just flat. So he really just went out of his way to place the blocks there.
yeah, kind of annoying. Hopefully we don't see him fall too far behind, and this can still be a competitive seed. But as always, it will really just come down to this end game. Where is the stronghold is kind of the important question.
Yeah, I mean they are still relatively close to each other, so it could just be towards the Agbash, and he may just save time.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, look, their cores are identical, but they are flipped. Well, sort of. They're like 50 blocks difference, because Spinner's at 130, 400, and Agbash is 360 minus 150. They're just
Yeah.
flipped.
Kind of what reflected? What's the
Yeah, I don't
math
know.
term for that?
I think I know the term in Ukrainian, but I have no idea how it is in English.
Reflected or inverted? Yeah, I don't know. I can't visualize this. Transposed. We'll go with transposed. That sounds
Transport
right.
sounds really smart. And they're digging at the same time. But Spin has a pre-dig.
Yeah, really being able to visualize how much time a predig really saves here.
Look, he's already down here. It's crazy. Ooh, and Agbash hits a cave. Right at the level of his trampoline, which is really annoying. You can't just go lower, right? So he went lower than he needed to. So his trampoline is just gonna be weaker, right? Is that what happened there? He didn't want to deal with the cave, so he just went lower.
Maybe, but I mean, you can't go too much lower because eventually it just you fall too far. I don't know how much and you ran out of spawn and vulnerability. I don't know how far that is though.
I have no clue either. Also, the timing must be tough, right? Because I don't know how that works.
Right, Enderman despawn at some point. But I'm sure that won't be an issue for Akbash. There's definitely some leeway.
He did get unlucky a couple of cycles now. They've been getting no Enderman.
Yeah, Spin is really getting good cycles here.
And Agbash just keeps getting none. That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, if this trend continues, Akbash will be in a bad position, but you know, it's all random, so it should all mostly even out at some point.
Surely.
In theory.
Maybe they just need to think about INFUME more. Maybe there's something there.
I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
it's
getting
killed
one
early.
spawns.
Yeah, lots of one spawns from Akbash.
Is it still a discussion for like, because I remember a while ago, some people were just resetting one spawns. I don't know if people still do that. Definitely not a tourney play, but in RG for a high roll, maybe.
I guess it just depends on what time you're going for and if it's still possible. I mean, maybe you should reset one spawns, but maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, it also feels like it should depend on how far the Enderman is, because like if it's max distance, you just spend like what, 5 seconds getting just one Enderman.
Yeah. Just play for that. Play for better spawns. I mean, it's always a strategy. Skipping one spawns is just the right places, Bloons. I think Spin did check his pearl count, but I just completely missed it. So I just really have no idea where either runner is at with pearls here.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either. I mean, they're both next to the ocean, so. And Sylph said that Spin went the right direction, so I assume there won't be any ocean stronghold shenanigans.
Akbash on 9, and Spin is out. On
At
18!
Oh my god, he can pearl! Okay, yeah, the eye points towards the land, so.
This is like, yeah, this is playable in 116.
And it's like mountainous. He can just pearl over. Well, I guess there's a way to go through, like, in between them, but.
And skeleton was half diamond. Is that rare?
I think that's really rare. I did not see it. Was that on Agbash's screen?
Yeah, Akbash had a half diamond skeleton.
It's also on easy. That's like super rare, no?
Think so.
Mushroom Island.
Akbash, Mushroom Island. This is crazy seed. I bet Infume wish he had this seed.
Why?
AA.
Oh, I get it now. I mean, I think Ultimate also wish he had this seed so he doesn't have to struggle with mobs, maybe.
Oh
He
yeah,
struggling with
well,
mobs?
Ultimate needed string, so
Yeah, I guess it was the opposite. Look how big mountainous this. He also has a
chunk
chunk
error.
error. Yeah, he
he's
has
gonna
to
pearl
over.
across it. That's good thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think he saw the stronghold through it, so that's good. But oh, but it does head back towards the chunk error.
Oh no. Oh, please no.
A Mushroom Island stronghold is nice though, because you don't have any mobs.
Which is
not
not really a concern in this version, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's true. That's true.
you just go into the portal room. But oh my god, is it actually there? Oh my god,
he's peeking.
I mean, he's X-raying now. He
I
needs to.
mean,
Is he gonna
do?
pearl
He's gonna
over
relog,
back?
which
He can do
fixes
that?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be able to relog for that. He may have.
Yeah,
It does. It
Ooh.
looks like it's just in the chunk air.
that's crazy.
Akbash heading just again, just
Oh,
completely in our
Akbash.
completely random
Yeah.
direction. It's just it does
Yeah.
not look good for Akbash. I mean, it's gonna take an unfortunate situation for Spin here for Akbash to really have a good chance. I mean, maybe not though. Maybe not. Maybe Akbash digs down right here. Oh, it's in the ocean. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We got chunk error stronghold. Oh, Akbash is digging down in the water.
Ooh, this
So-
this could be close.
It's not as different as I thought it was. Akbash entering the end. Man, this is pretty close.
Kind of needed those 2 eyes because now he has extra pearls because he was on 12. Okay. Spin
Spin with a really nice bed. Another
Some-
quick charge. Really
Oh
nice
my
bed.
God.
Oh.
And another bait with a crystal. Oh my god, he's cranking this.
So clean. Can
Another
Akbash
another
smash it?
charge.
Oh. Spin.
So
just
close.
needs
One
more
more.
charge. Gets it immediately.
That's insane.
There's nothing
Akbash
you can
stands
do
no
against
chance. Yeah, there's just no chance.
that. Spin takes it 2-0.
Very confident.
Very, very confident win. I mean,
And I mean,
yeah.
just so many ifs. Like we can't know, like if Akbash pushes the right chord twice, like
Yeah.
would have been so much more competitive. But
Yeah, Akbash
I mean,
never
it's
really
still pretty
made-
close. Still pretty
Yeah,
close.
Akbash- He never made a major mistake other than just the major decisions. Like, I mean, that sounds weird, but like he played very cleanly. He did everything correctly. No major throws or anything. Just pushing the wrong chords and just getting really punished for it both seeds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, very well played by both runners. Hopefully, we'll see more of Akbash. We'll definitely see more of Spin. Remember, !info. Join the Discord for information on on more on the future matches and yeah, first message. That's really funny. But yeah, are we gonna
just tomorrow?
Yeah, but we're going to go to a quick interview with Spinnaker and Akbash real quick.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot drag them in, but I'll just tell Spinnaker.
I would not be able to do it either.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, you have to. I think they only have the terms. All right, let's go to the speaking bit right here.
Hello, runners.
Yo.
Hello.
Very well
interesting
played.
match.
Yeah, very well played to both of you. GG's. And I guess we have to ask, Akbash, what was your thoughts about the directions you pushed? And we'll start with seed 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had like no choice but to go like that way in unpushed chords, but I guess Spin was able to find some terrain like behind the Savannah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you
Mhm.
did flip the Z coordinate, and that just pushed you so far away from the stronghold, and also
Yeah.
Spin just ended up being further into the ring and closer to the stronghold. It was still pretty close. You did get to the stronghold quite fast for how far away you were from it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically what decided this match. The directions you went.
Spin,
pretty-
have you seen terrain before pushing chords, or you just went and hoped for desert?
So I thought maybe there was like a sneaky northwest, like neg desert, but then I just saw nothing, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna at least push Z. Like I might have to push against my X, but at least push Z, and then it kind of opened up, just like going straight north, and it's better than going back to 0-0. So it was like the only thing to do.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to mention, I mean, even though you weren't able to get around, you still had some really good end fights. I mean, that first one, Akbash, just went really well for you.
That was insane.
Yeah, it was nice
Yeah.
watching you play them out. We appreciated that for sure.
Thanks.
generally
yeah.
your game was very, very cleanly played. I mean, it was really just pushing the chords differently that cost you. But I mean, other than that, not really any major mistakes that I could see.
Yeah, on that second seed, it was just when the tower was happening, one of you, I think Spinnaker was like 400, negative 150, and then Akbash was like 150, negative 400, where like y'all were like sort of just on different parts of the it was a little awkward.
I did not know where to push, honestly. Like you could go either east or north, and I just chose north, which was safe, but if that terrain kept going east, then it could have been really bad. But then my eye pointed north, I was like, okay, I'm saved, but it
Yeah,
was kind
your
of tricky,
terrain was
honestly.
similar, except for Akbash, he had the really flat terrain at Y64, so he had to spend some time. placing
Did I
blocks
leave
and stuff.
sooner?
Yeah, he was also getting quite unlucky with the spawns. I think at the start.
Yeah. Like 3 minutes in, I had like 4 spawns. Like it was really bad.
Yeah, my spawns are pretty good. Like they were fine. Not gonna complain. But the drops are pretty bad, so I think that's why like we both had slow tower leaves.
You did leave on 18 pearls, was it?
Okay,
in that
well,
second
yes.
seed?
they might have picked up at the end, but you know,
Just a
you
little.
don't have to mention that. Yeah.
little bit.
I mean, Spin also, you had like a really excellent fight on that second seed too. That was very well done.
That was very clean, yeah. With all the baits on the crystals.
It was very satisfying. It was like perfect end fight, easy towers. Like it was just so easy. So I don't know. I was happy with that.
I mean, I will say we don't get to like, because obviously like you're not participating in the tournaments all the time. We don't get to see like just how clean your like end fight skills are during these tournaments. It's pretty fun to watch for sure.
Yeah,
So,
I was really nervous coming into this match because I know Akbash is like a monster at end fights, so I knew I needed to be entering the end like at least on par or faster than him. So like I don't know why I was super nervous going into this match, but I don't know. We both played pretty well, it sounds like.
you definitely picked it up. You definitely made those end fights very, very competitive. Both of y'all were very good. I think that's going to be it for today, though. Tomorrow we have Max versus Saturn, Bloons versus Budgie, Insula versus Sprople. All 3 matches should be pretty fun to watch. Again, anyone who's watching the stream who wants to keep or wants to follow along a little better can always do !info and join the Discord server for the 1.7 Summer Cup. And yeah, I think that's it. I guess we could go raid someone. Are one of y'all gonna continue streaming?
No, I'm on my ult and I'm gonna end. We could raid Pingu maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. Then chat, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow. Once the raid starts. Alright, bye chat.